Got those fairy energies in, and with that being said, I want to welcome you in for another video at the Spiritual Corner. My name is Prism, Peachin, or Peasy, whatever you want to call me, and I'm going to be pulling you another reading. I think I'm going to do it how I did it in the previous reading, where I pulled 3 of my messages from my fairy message deck, and we take it from there with some clarification. I'm gonna pull 3 of these as usual. Oh. We have the littlest elf to start. Gnomes. Interesting. And alchemy. I don't know why I'm getting, I don't know if I have some people coming across this that are always Sunny fans, but I'm getting little boy, baby boy, I need you, from that play episode where Charlie put on a play to not only write a play and put it on, but he also wanted to propose to his special someone, the waitress. So this could be about love, something to do with alchemizing. So maybe you're alchemizing some negative feelings that you're having from this love experience, or maybe gnomes are significant to you, or elves are significant to you. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull a couple of fairy oracles for these cards, and we'll see where this goes. When it's this vague, I feel like I don't know where the reading could go, because this could stand for anything practically. Cry for nature, mourning something sacred which seems lost, but this is in reverse. So maybe you're coming back from some sort of loss. Barnabas and the Prince, adventures, discovery, travel, and meeting destiny. But this is also in reverse. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 3 graces. I usually read that as the 3 of cups. So this could be a friendship situation. And I'll take the one off the bottom. And we have Dragon's Pet in the upright position. Communication between species, animals, pets, magical companions, and guardianship. So maybe you're receiving some guardians, maybe you're receiving your own pet dragon. I actually recently just got mine. I imagine it being a beautiful holographic dragon where its rainbows are scattered amongst its scales. You may be receiving, there's a dragon here that's red, so you could be receiving a root chakra dragon or just a red dragon. This could also be your communication between species, like say you come outside and you notice that birds seem to gravitate towards you, or even pets that you meet for the first time. You wow the owners of these pets because a lot of them tend to gravitate towards others after time has passed rather than, immediate. So maybe there has been a recent discovery of the strong connection between you and animals. But let's go ahead and continue. So let's see what you're mourning. The littlest elf, cry for nature, mourning something that is lost, that is sacred to you. and this is in reverse. I'm actually going to look this up. By the way, we have 8, 11, and 42 as the numbers in case those are significant for you. 8 is a eternal number or an infinite number. A lot of prosperity is to do with 8. So I'm wondering where we're going with this one in the reverse. Okay, so it's saying here, in this card's case, the reverse position simply intensifies the upright position, the sadness that has been fueled from a lack of nihilism. Fueled a feeling of nihilism, one which many young people can experience. You don't have to be young, but you could be young. Making them feel alienated, angry, and can lead to self-harming activities. So just be careful your mental, maybe you've experienced so maybe you're experiencing a grand loss. And it says here, if left without purpose, these young beings can find themselves lost with a belief that all people are untrustworthy, greedy, materialistic. They must take action, become informed, be well, and raise their warrior voices to make meaningful changes that will help support this beautiful planet and all of her beings. So what I'm getting from this is maybe you've caught yourself in a rut here. You're feeling a bit of like you're feeling like the littlest elf. You're feeling like the loss of something has shrunk you to the smallest size, and you may not feel fully there. It's strange though, because I have the Knight of Wands here, and that usually has to do with passions or, you know, the fire sign. Let me see here what this is going to say. So the Knight of Wands has a lot to do with ambition, risk taker, or action oriented. So you could say maybe you found through you being impulsive or you took a risk that caused you to receive or see things as a loss or a lost opportunity. Let me just pull one more card here just to see what else we can get out of this message. I'm going to take the card off the top. So it says the 7 of Pentacles with the Knight of Wands with the 7 of Pentacles. So maybe you're a risk taker with your financial stability or your fruits. So say, like, if you look here, homegirl is watering her tree. This is her tree that she has watered from seed, and she has built it up, and she has the fruits. She's waiting for the time when it's ready to actually to harvest. I'm assuming you took a risk in this harvest and might have harvested it early, receiving a loss is what I'm getting here. So let's see what's up with this adventure, these discoveries, travel, meeting destinies in reverse. I think I'm going to actually pull out the book one more time just to see what this is in reverse, because I'm aware of it in upright position, but, you know, obviously there might be some tidbits of information in here that could really help you guys. Reversal: to move, to seek out, to be courageous. So yeah, this is you refusing to move out of your comfort zone, staying at home, being introverted, even when you know the time is to extend yourself is here. Refusing to actively engage in creating what it is you wish for. Anti-heroic stance. Feeling cynical or unmotivated about love. Telling yourself that travel and movement is not necessary for you, that you cannot. And becoming adept at excusing to justify your status. The refusal of the brokenhearted is to say love does not exist, and it is, oh, the refuge, sorry about that. The love does not exist and that all men are bad, or all women are bad. You don't have to be a man, but you could be, you don't have to be a woman, but you could be a woman. Time to open up to the potential partners in your life and see them at a soul level. So I'm getting here, sorry, little bug. I'm getting here that, these gnomes, I'm gonna pull a card because I'm like, wait, what? But like the card of the Barnabas and Prince is very much it almost puts you in like the Two of Swords, conflicted, or even just a hint of the devil energy of fears, letting fears cast your judgment on what your next move is going to be, or influence your judgment on what's going to be coming next for you. So let's see what can we get. I might have to, oh, there it is. And that's exactly what we get here. So first of all, before we move on, the cry of for nature had a lot to do with, in the reversal, materialism getting in the way of things. With you gambling, that's what I'm getting with the Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. With you gambling your dreams and your hopes, whatever you were building, it caused you to go into this nihilistic standpoint. I'm also getting the Six of Swords has a lot to do with like conflict or competition, something like that. I always get this one mixed up, so I'm gonna just make sure here. There it is, letting go, migration, and transition. So you could be letting these fears go on getting out of this gunky situation and, you know, building yourself back up. And even with this alchemy and this dragon's pet, I'm getting that you may be receiving a guardian. We're going to pull on this, but I think you may be receiving a guardian that will help you with alchemizing. You could have already started your ascending journey, and ascending masters have called out to you. And I believe, yeah, so I'm getting this is either a friendship or some sort of companionship, where, because I got the Three of Swords and death, where maybe your integrity was tested, your comfortability was tested, but you're letting this go. You're holding up your swords. I'm gonna just pull one more card before I read these next ones, though, just to see if we can get, yeah, Queen of Wands. And that has caused you to get into a mode of vivaciousness and just knowing who you are, I believe. So this might have been the shedding of a skin, if you will, to really fit into your ascended body. That's what I'm getting. So Three of Swords with the Death card. Let me just, let's see what's going on here. Yeah, so we have fear, uncertainty, and resist change with heartbreak, rejection, and pain. So pain and uncertainty, fear, resisting change, heartbreak, rejection. I'm gonna pull one more card. Heartbreak, rejection, fear of change. So maybe a heartbreak or some sort of loss of companionship caused you to be resistant to change, but the dragon's pet or your guardians, or even your animals that you have in your home will assist you in alchemizing this. I'm gonna get one more card on this just so I can get a full. Yeah, so maybe there is a need to step out, to really get out there and make some more risky moves. Yeah, this first move wasn't that great, but just like the spirits, the fairies always say, you gotta pick yourself up and try again. I'm getting Aaliyah, try again. So do that, try again. Don't let the what's going on now stop you from continuing building that tree up and, you know, planting that seed, because you are the magician, my baby girl, my baby boy. You're the magician, little cloud. You have too much power to be worried about this heartbreak, this loss. This loss might, if you take some time to alchemize the situation, sit with your ascended masters, your guides, your ancestors of the highest white light. If you even have people who have passed in your corner who are standing by you, you know, call them in and slowly work through the situation. Pick it apart. Start from, what is this emotion I'm feeling? Where does this stem from? How can I change this? If I can't change this, is this really worth me worrying about right now? Those are the questions that you need to ask about everything and anything that's triggering you. And I can guarantee when you start working through those issues, even if you catch yourself too late in the situation, it can rapidly upgrade your skill level in that category. You'll be able to alchemize way faster because you've started alchemizing now. So the best thing I can do as of advice with this whole thing is just focus on you and focus on what you can do now. Don't overload yourself. The worst things that we can do is overload ourselves. And I know that we get into a situation sometimes where we've piled on a lot more than we expected, or, you know, things are just not so snap and you're done. So just start off with the first 3 things off your list, the first top 3 things off your list, and work from there. With this situation specifically, it sucks when you built something up so much to see it all cave and to take risks thinking like this is the right thing, and then you start questioning yourself. Just take this as a blessing in disguise rather than dwelling on the why and comparing and, you know, doing all of the merry-go-round stuff, the stuff that keeps you in a loop. Focus on yourself and what you can do now. And you're getting out of this double energy. You have a lot to carry, but all you got to do is ask. There's someone that's going to come, that's going to help you. And all of this seems to be is a tower moment. And don't let tower moments scare you. Sometimes things need to burn and crumble for other things to come and rise better than what was there before. So I think I'm going to leave this here, and I want to thank you for coming by and getting a little reading from me and the fairies. If you enjoyed this reading or anything resonated, please let me know with a little like or a comment, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.